Greetings, my friends. If you're a slingshot lover, this video is definitely for you because I'm going to be talking about the beauty and simplicity of handcrafted slingshots. Stay tuned. You know, I didn't make my first slingshot until about January of this year. It was sometime in the middle of the month where I decided to go out into the woods and find me that perfect natural fork and cut it down and sand it real good and round it off and put those bands on it. I'll never forget that feeling of just watching it come together. My first slingshot ever, and ended up painting it red, and it's the same slingshot that you see me using today for shooting stones. You may see some videos where I'm out shooting stones. That was my first slingshot. It holds a special place in my heart, but I couldn't stop there. I had to go out and make many other frames. For a while, I was hooked. It was an addiction to get up and go out in the woods and look for a new kind of frame, different size, and all of that kind of stuff. It came at a really good time because I needed something to do. That same month, I lost my dad, who I was very close to. My dad had contracted a terminal lung disease, and he lived about 5 or 6 years after his diagnosis, but it just didn't make it any easier knowing that day was coming. I had always hoped that somehow, some way he would have beaten it or gotten his transplant, but none of those things transpired in time, and lost my dad, and it's been a tough year. The loss of my dad ultimately is what led to the birth of this channel and me wanting to get outside and increase my outdoor activities, because after losing him, it was really hard to sit around. I like to read a lot, and up until January of saying goodbye to my dad, it wasn't hard for me to sit down and read and be still for a long time. But after that, I had to get busy with my hands. I had to get busy doing things, and a big part of that was getting out and cutting these slingshots and staying busy doing that. I spent a lot of time downstairs in my basement just carving away and sanding away and thinking about my dad and thinking about his life and just reminiscing on the time that we had been given. And it was a very special time in my life, and I'm very thankful to have been able to have slingshots as a way to rest and recover and have something to do during that time when my mind was really taking me for a ride. In this video, I want to give a shout out to my buddy Jim in Canada. His channel's called Forks and Spoons. He was actually one of the first people that I connected with in the development of my channel. You know how it is when you start a YouTube channel and you're pumping out content, you're not really in the algorithm that much. It takes a while for your channel to start picking up viewers, and I believe Jim was one of the first people that actually picked up on my channel, and we had a lot of dialogue. We've talked about a lot of things back and forth. He's a super cool guy, super smart, super analytical. I like reading his comments because he really thinks things through. It's just always interesting to see what he has to say. Recently, he decided to send me some of his frames. I think he was just having to make some space, and he got rid of some of the frames that he had, and he sent me some of the slingshots that he had handcrafted, and I wanted to share a few of those with you. I just wanted to, like I said, give him a shout out, share a few of those frames, celebrate this great art of making slingshots, and just show you some of the pieces of art that he handcrafted. These first two frames here are made with mahogany wood and cypress grips. He didn't use any power tools on these frames, and there was no cost either, other than just the glue itself. But he's got the handles glued on here. And this one right here is just a regular, over-the-top type of frame. It's got a very interesting grip. I think I grip it this way here. Yeah, that's nice. And this one here has actually got through the forks capability as well. So I want to show you these two first. This is an Alaskan yellow cedar with a Western red cedar grip. All right, this little exotic frame here is made from Western red cedar. This one here is a spalted big leaf maple with a cypress grip. I'm saving my favorite for last. This is a mahogany with cypress grips. I just really like this frame a lot. I like them all, but this one's really gonna be nice to shoot. I'm looking for it. I'm gonna put some bands on this one and shoot this one in the video, but I just think that looks really cool. Jim, good work, brother. Thank you for sending those to me. Truth be told, I'll have a lot of fun with all of these frames because each one has its own unique feature. And with all the young people that I mentor and spend time with, you never know, Jim. These may end up in some young hands. You just never know. So, Jim, I'm naming this slingshot after you, except I'm gonna call it Jimbo. First shot, buddy. I'm definitely gonna be having some more fun with this frame. You know, handcrafting a slingshot is just an awesome experience. There's so many different things you can do, so many different designs, and it's so simple and fun and inexpensive. And on top of that, there's so many things you can do with a slingshot, from having fun in the backyard to surviving in the wilderness, going out and hunting. It's just a wonderful sport. I did a video recently on the 8 reasons why I love slingshots, but in this video, I just wanted to focus on the beauty of making your own, whether it's just a simple natural fork or it's, you know, getting out a file and doing some handcrafting like Jim has done. So many different things you can do. I encourage you to do it. It's a great way to unwind. It was a great way for me to go through some of the first stages of grief, and I'm just really thankful to have this experience. I hope y'all have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to click that like button if you did, and I love to hear from you in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna catch you in the next video. Take care.